again, these are the things, like I said, sports and food, and that that I'm interested in, I hone in on. And when I'm not interested in something in those classes, I kind of block it out. And I have a hard time
getting back in on.
Yeah, I had to like fight to pass those hospitality ones. And I played tennis too in college too, so I was doing what I liked. Made sure I passed the boring classes.
That's interesting.
Hospitality seemed natural, and it's still to this day, I'm kind of a geek about food and hospitality. It's it's like a hobby.
Okay, so let's get back to your food. Do you find that also a time when you get to talk?
Well, that's another thing.
And socialize?
Yes, it's a social moment. And
but for some families it isn't. Mine, it was a mission.
Yeah, so I never understood that, and I when I'd go out to eat at friends' houses and there'd be like
it's a mission.
No talking, and you're
like,
right.
You got to get through with this mission.
Sustenance.
Right.
You eat to live.
That's right.
And
that was
like,
it.
No, right. So to kind of come full circle, to wrap up the food, I could talk food all day, but to wrap up the food, we'll just say we had a very high ranked dignitary come from Washington recently, and he was meeting with his Japanese counterpart, and it was his first overseas visit in his position. He was promoted in his position. It was a big deal, and even at that level, it's a big deal when you meet your counterpart from the country, and there's a lot at stake. And I usually welcome the VIPs, the DVs that come to the hotel, and try to act as hospitality. I try not to act as the officer,
right, the commander, right.
I try to just make
tone
them
that
know
down.
That, you please feel comfortable while you're here.
And we'll take care of it.
We're gonna take care of it, and we want your trip to be efficient and effective. And I remember saying to him that I knew that his guest was into whiskey, and that we had some special American whiskeys that I think could help, start off the conversation and break it. And I said to him, I made a comment about just how my philosophy on food, and I said that through food and through good food and drink, and then the conversations can just become natural, and it doesn't matter what culture or background you're from, that people that like food or drink, they light up, and then you can just have a human to human conversation, but with the basis of a good meal.
That's right.
And I observed his meal, and he started off, and he introduced this Tennessee whiskey, and again, very American.
Was he into food too? I mean, did he handle it well?
Yes, I could tell he was. I mean, maybe not a foodie, but he understood what I was saying, and because everyone probably talks to him in military language,
right,
of you need to say this and and I was putting it into human, and I wasn't trying to teach him, but I wanted to make it a successful event for him, and so he opened up with the Tennessee whiskey, and his counterpart, his eyes lit up, and then they drank. Oh my gosh, and then it just was loud for the next like 20 minutes.
But they were being productive.
Yeah, and then just an awesome meal, and the chef coming out. So, that's what I see what food can do, right? So these are different countries, different military leaders, politics, and so I think also when I'm nervous, I can use food to help,
soothe those nerves.
Yeah, right. So
But wait. So like when you're nervous.
Yes. Yeah, if I'm nervous or having a bad day or stuff like that, it's usually my comfort zone is sitting at a table with food.